Hey, what is up guys, this is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the DC Multiverse Carrie Kelley Robin from the Dark Knight Returns comic book. Taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in a window box packaging with an image of Carrie Kelley Robin ripped straight from the Dark Knight Returns comic book, and at the bottom we can see a blurb that says this is part of the Collect and Connect New 52 Doomsday Wave. Turning the box around, we can see an image of the Build-A-Figure Doomsday, and on the left we can see all 6 figures showcased from this wave, and we can see that Carrie Kelley Robin is numbered at number 2. Now with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Robin out of the box, and this is a pretty cool figure for the most part. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. Now Robin comes with a total of 2 accessories, one being her slingshot that she used in the Dark Knight Returns comic book, and the other being the right leg for the New 52 Build-A-Figure Doomsday. Now with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Robin. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Carrie Kelley Robin here. This is actually a pretty cool looking figure for the most part. It's nothing too spectacular, but I still like it. One thing that I do really like about this figure is that this really rounds out our Robin figures in the DCUC line and whatnot. So I believe she was the last one to ever appear in this line now. So now we have all of them. You know, Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, now Carrie Kelley here, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty stoked to finally have her. The sculpt is pretty nice. You know, it is based on that Frank Miller, that Dark Knight Returns comic book, which is pretty good. I think they captured it pretty well. I love the paint apps. And the hair look came out really nice. There is 2 colors in the hair. It is that darker orange, and it actually uses, I don't know how I'm picking up camera, but there's a little bit of a lighter orange in there to show some little highlighting in the hair. So that came out pretty cool. The glasses look awesome. I think they just nailed those glasses. I think that's awesome right there. I love that bright green they used for that. The lips and the face sculpt came out pretty good. I love that little darker red for the lips. The big R on her chest right there came out really nice. That actually is sculpted, not just painted, so that's pretty good. Just love the paintwork that comes around here to the sleeve and the gloves and whatnot, her tights and her legs. I love the fact that she's wearing like an old school, like Dick Grayson type of suit, you know what I mean? I think that's pretty cool. The cape is a nice soft pliable plastic, which came out really well. Nice and thin, it drapes down pretty good, I really like it. One thing that I do like is that the slingshot, her one accessory, actually has a little holster right there on her belt, and it just pegs in just like that, and you can just pull it out just like that from right there. It only can fit in the one hand, which is right here. This is close-fisted hand, and it's a little tricky. The slingshot itself is kind of gummy, a little gummy plastic, so it's really soft. So you put it in, and it's a little tricky. For me, I found out I could only go about that far. I can't go all the way in without it feeling kind of stuck. But I mean, that's pretty good. You don't really need much more than that. So as far as the articulation goes, the head is on a hinge. It looks like it could be on a ball joint, but it doesn't really move all that much. It does not look up and down at all. So you're really stuck just going left and right for the most part. That's about all you really get. The shoulders are on a ball type hinge, so they always go up and down, which is pretty good, and out pretty decent. I actually really do like that. It goes up pretty far, much further than I thought. It has a single bend at the elbow, which is about almost 90 degrees. It does have a swivel at the elbow, so allows it to rotate just like that. There is a cut right there at the wrist, so allows that to swivel left and right. There's nothing at the waist as far as an ab crunch feature goes, but it does rotate left and right, which is pretty nice. The legs, this right here, skirt piece is softer plastic, so when you kick up with the articulation, it goes about that far, which is really good. And she can actually do the splits, you know, which is pretty nice, so the legs go out that far, which is pretty good. You have a thigh cut right here, which allows it to turn left and right. A single bend at the knee, which are pretty tight, from what I could tell from this figure. So that's actually pretty good. Then you actually have a toe hinge a little bit in there. Nothing too crazy, and I feel like I'm going to break it if I push it more than that, so I don't really want to do more. And no ankle rocker. So overall, I think this is actually a pretty cool figure, especially if you want to complete the Dark Knight Returns line and just have all the characters from that book. I think you would absolutely dig it, and I think this is a must-have figure for that line. So for a quick comparison, here she is standing next to the DC Multiverse Batman and Superman, also from the Dark Knight Returns comic book, and I think these three figures look absolutely amazing standing next to each other. Also for comparison, here she is standing next to the DC Multiverse Armored Batman that I've previously reviewed. And for a quick size comparison, here she is standing next to Little Lego Bat-Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the DC Multiverse Carrie Kelley Robin from the Dark Knight Returns comic book. If you absolutely love the Frank Miller book, this is a must-have figure to complete that line. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.